Welcome back to the channel. I'm Gabriel, and in this channel I'm showing you interesting things to see. In this episode we're having a look at an impressive runestone. A runestone that's something of a celebrity. But first, what is a runestone? A runestone is a raised stone that has been carved with a message written in the runic alphabet, or the futhark, as the character set is called. And the futhark, in its different variants, was in use roughly between the 3rd and the 13th century. And most regular runestones carried the same kind of message. X had the stone erected after Y, their relative, who did this and died like so. God help his or her soul. Z did the carving. And that's all fine, but this is not a regular runestone. This is Bökstastenen, or U855, as it's designated in the Scandinavian runic text database. And there are a few things that make U855 stand out. So stay with me and I'll show you all about it in this special episode. To begin with, I'd like to direct our gaze to the lower left corner of the runestone, where we see a human figure on skis and armed with a bow and arrow. To see a human figure depicted on a runestone is highly unusual. But what if it's not a human figure? What if it's a god? In that case, the attributes correspond to Ullr, one of the oldest Norse gods that we don't know much about, but he was the god of skiing and bow hunting. In any case, this particular carving is considered the earliest known depiction of a skier anywhere in the world. During the Middle Ages, many runestones were reused as building material, to be part of a wall, the floor, or even a doorstep, and this handling caused many runestones to disappear or break into pieces. But towards the end of the 1500s, Swedish historians started to show an interest in the runestones as testimonies of the past and would describe their appearance and language. At this time, a pioneer in the study of runes, or runology as we call it today, by the name of Johannes Bureus emerged. Bureus was profoundly interested in language, ancient monuments and the occult, and believed in transcendence through these. He became Sweden's first national antiquarian and journeyed through the country to collect old coins, chronicles, law books, letters and manuscripts, and to draw and document runestones. And it's thanks to him that we first learn about U855, the topic of this video. His and others' descriptions from the 17th century tell of a stone that's large, interesting, but broken, with a missing piece, believed to have been used in the construction of a cemetery wall. Despite the efforts of successive antiquarians to locate this piece, U855 would remain incomplete. But in May 2004, an ornamented granite slab was encountered. This turned out to be the 5th missing piece, and after a 330-year search, the runestone could finally be mended. If we look at the center of the runestone, we find another interesting depiction, namely a rider armed with a spear and accompanied by 2 hunting falcons. And the rider's attributes correspond to the god Odin. And if that's the case, then this could be a reference to a cultural motif that's common in many European cultures: the wild hunt. The folklore motifs of the wild hunt typically involve a chase led by a mythological figure escorted by a ghostly or supernatural group of hunters. The leader of the hunt is often a named figure associated with Odin in Germanic legends. Since the Grimm brothers introduced the wild hunt to a broader audience, it has inspired music, paintings, and novels, such as the Witcher books, made into video games and Netflix series. I hope you enjoyed this video about this particular runestone. I think it's really cool and I've shown it to a lot of people over the years. If you're ever in the neighborhood, don't miss out on the opportunity to pay a visit to Bökstastenen, or U855. If you did like this video, do consider hitting the like button and check out my other videos.